What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video, and today we are breaking down the new trailer for Batman The Long Halloween Part 1. Now, you guys heard Part 1, so DC is pretty much making an animated adaptation of one of the best Batman stories of all time, Batman The Long Halloween, and they're splitting it up into two movies, just like they did Dark Knight Returns and the whole, Death of Superman and Reign of Superman storyline. So those are the only two storylines they've done for so far, a Batman story and a Superman story, but this is going to be the second Batman story to get that treatment. And honestly, I'm cool with that. Dark Knight Returns deserved that, so you got two great films, and now we're going to get two great Batman The Long Halloween films. And it's one of my favorite Batman stories of all time, so I'm hyped, guys. But yeah, guys, without further ado, enough of this intro, let's get into the trailer.
I can't really be a lawyer and a criminal, can I? I want to win, but do I want to win like this?
Okay, right here. This reminds me so much of The Dark Knight by Christopher Nolan. You guys know the Dark Knight trilogy, but this is so cool. The whole scene in that movie where Joker burns the money. You have a whole stack of money just like this, and I think that reference is actually Dark Knight trilogy. Christopher Nolan took some of his inspiration from the Long Halloween storyline, and it shows here, guys. What's really cool about this actually is that both Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy and the upcoming Matt Reeves Batman movie both took inspiration from the Long Halloween. So with this coming out, one, you can compare it to the Dark Knight trilogy, but you can also, when you go see the new Batman film with Robert Pattinson and director Matt Reeves, while you're watching the film, you'll be like, oh, I saw that in the recent anime film, The Long Halloween. By the time Matt Reeves' Batman comes out, I'm pretty sure these two movies will be out. The animated adaptation of the Batman The Long Halloween storyline. So just keep that in mind, guys. And I feel like this is actually the best reference in this trailer with the money, but let's continue.
I'm of two minds here.
So it's a coin flip. Johnny Vitti was murdered tonight.
Guys, I should keep going.
Falcone crime family has to be taken.
Okay, so we got Falcone, right? Which I like that. That's also, Falcone was in, I think, Batman Begins, so Dark Knight trilogy, but it really feels like they're actually going by the comic book source material. And that's something that the DC animated films are always good at. I feel like DC has a better grasp on their DC animated universe than their DC movie universe. They don't really know as much going on with the DC movies right now. There's so much conflict there. Where with the anime films, it seems like they got organized and ready to go for us, which is cool. But what I also like here is the animation.
Down.
Guys, look at that. Naughty, we got Joker, but I just like the animation. It actually kind of fits. Yeah, you do have that kind of animation that was in Superman Man Tomorrow, which that was a good film. I like that. It kind of gives me a Rebirth type vibe, DC Rebirth, but it also gives kind of it fits with the tone of Long Halloween, this type of one. Because yeah, it is similar to Superman Man Tomorrow, but this art style also looks a little darker, which makes sense. This is a Batman movie, not a Superman film. So it makes sense that it'd be more darker and more grimmer. So I'm excited for that.
There's only room for one homicidal maniac in this town.
Guys, right there. Again, Batman Begins when Gordon gives him the card. Yes, Gordon's not giving him this card here. I'm pretty sure he isn't. And Batman's out in the snow. But it's just a big thing. Actually, it's not even a reference to Dark Knight. Not Dark Knight. Batman Begins. It's just something that happens all across Batman stories when Batman holds the card and you see the Joker symbol. That's just an iconic image. I know a lot of people just go over that, don't even talk about it, but I just really like that image. Bro, Joker. I'm pretty sure that's Falcone that he's got, yeah. Guys, you hear that, laugh? Okay, not the, it's a laugh, the music, the background music. It's so grim and it fits so well, I really like it. But let's continue with Catwoman.
Why are you running?
You could use a
Yeah, guys, I'm just so excited for this. When they meet up in the comics, it's great.
little fun.
I thought you didn't hurt people!
Okay, wait, hold on.
You thought wrong.
Okay, so right here, this just gives me so much like Batman, the Batman trailer vibes, where Robert Pattinson's Batman beats up the guys, and he's like, "On vengeance." And like, we know that Matt Reeves is taking inspiration from The Long Halloween, so this is another showing of that. I'm just excited to see Batman be like so ruthless. Like that's that's my favorite Batman. Like I get Batman doesn't kill. I get all that. I like his backstory. But when Batman is showing up, interrogating guys and beating them up, and the guys are like, "I thought you don't hurt people," and Batman's like, "Oh yeah, you thought wrong." And it's like, man, Batman's a freaking boss. I like that kind of Batman.
You still haven't figured out who killed Johnny Vitti?
A killer who only works on holidays.
Okay. Right there, guys. That's literally taken straight from the comic book. That's straight from the comic book. Alright? Like, that's actually, there's literally a splash image from the comic book that has that. And I'm not gonna spoil the comic book in this video, guys. Just saying, I'm not. But I will be doing a video coming very soon where I explain the full story, the complete story of Batman The Long Halloween. Yeah, the entire 13 issues all in one video just for you guys, so look out for that. Calendar Man, he's getting more screen time in this. And guys, I'll be going over like the actors after we watch this trailer once.
There's lots of crazy out there.
Guys, Solomon Grundy. Wait, hold on. Okay, I just like Solomon Grundy in this. That's just cool.
Once I take him out, things are gonna be different. We can start a family.
The city is fallen, Alfred.
Guys, that image right there. Doesn't that look amazing? Come on, come on, come on, come on. That looks good. Like, that's just awesome image. The animation looks so great there.
Then we must endeavor to lift it up again.
Wait, go back. Okay, right here, I just like that image of the Joker. Like, that's probably one of the most creepy images I've seen of the Joker recently. Not of all time, I've seen some creepy images of the Joker in the comics, but that's a pretty well done image of him. Right there, guys. That is such a great image. The animation there, wow. Guys, that actually gave me goosebumps the first time I saw it. Like, it looks so good. Alright, so that's Batman The Long Halloween, the full trailer. I know there's like a short part afterwards where Commissioner Gordon says something about, oh, who's the murderer, who's Holiday, and Batman's like, who's next? That's the other part. Since this is another YouTube channel I'm watching on, like, you know, the playlist at the end will come up. I don't want that in the video. But we got the trailer. Now, guys, I want to note a few more things. Let's see if we can find the parts in the video. So, okay, we already went over this with how the connection to the Dark Knights, with the money, but Batman is actually voiced by Jensen Ackles in this film, which is so dope, guys. He's the same guy who voiced the Red Hood in Under the Red Hood, that great anime film, one of my favorite DC anime films of all time. Really good. We got Catwoman, who is voiced by Naya Rivera. This is actually her last role, the last thing she filmed before she died. So, it's a big deal, and so far from the trailer, it looks like she did a good job. So I'm actually really excited for that. Now, we got some other people on this, but the other big one I'd say is Troy Baker as the Joker, which is really cool. I like that. I think he was the same one who did that for Under the Red Hood for the Joker. So yeah, you got some great talent on this. Now, one more casting choice I want to go over is David Dastmalchian as Calendar Man. This is really cool. Guys, you don't know who David Dastmalchian is. I'm probably pronounced that last name wrong. I apologize for that. I'm trying my best on it. But he's actually the same actor who plays Abracadabra on The Flash. He's an amazing actor. He's a lot of range and he's really great. Like, I really liked him on The Flash. And I've actually liked him in some other media or other shows. But I'm excited that he's actually a Batman project. Seeing him do like a voiceover for Calendar Man is just perfect because Calendar Man is actually a big part. He has a prominent role in this story. So that means that David Dastmalchian will be getting a big part in this, which I like because he deserves it. He's a great actor that sometimes just gets cut short, and now he's finally getting a really great role. But still, those are like the big castings. You got a great cast here. I'm really excited to see Jensen Ackles as Batman, but I'm more excited to see this part 1 of the story. Now, I wonder how they're gonna cut it off, because this story does focus on Two-Face a lot. Like, a lot of Two-Face in this. So maybe if you know the story of Two-Face, you know what I mean, if you read the comic, then you know where I'm going with this. Maybe you'll see Two-Face, his storyline kind of get cut off a little bit at the end of this part 1, and that'll be like the big cliffhanger. Like, something will happen to him. Well, let's just keep it like that. I don't want to spoil the book for anybody who has not read it. Again, I'll cover the entire story in like a week or two in a video. So, if you guys don't have time to read the book, you can just listen to it like an audiobook. Just listen to me explain it, and then you'll know what to expect going into this film. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on this trailer and this movie. I'm super excited for it. I wonder how they're going to end it and get excited for part 2. And yeah, the animation seems really good. The voice cast. And there's a lot of action in it. A lot of like brutal scenes. So like the Joker. We got Batman beating up thugs. We got Catwoman who's going to have a big role. The Riddler is probably not going to be in this movie because he's more in like the second half of the original story. So he'll probably show up in part 2. Which will come out next year, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on this trailer. You guys, some of your thoughts on this trailer down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next breakdown of any DC animated film. And guys, I'm actually doing a reaction review of the upcoming Justice Society World War II movie. That comes out in like a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. And obviously, when this movie comes out, I'll do a reaction review for it as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.